Let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glide through life effortlessly, turning every challenge into a stepping stone for success, while others get stuck at the smallest hurdle? What if I told you the difference between these two types of people isn't luck or talent? It's something much simpler: their mindset. The most successful people in the world have mastered one powerful approach. They act as if everything always works out for them. And today, we're going to dive into how adopting this mindset can completely transform your life. In this video, we'll explore what it means to act as if everything always works out, why intelligent optimism beats blind positivity, personal stories and powerful examples of how this mindset changes lives, practical steps you can start applying today, and finally, how you can build resilience and gratitude even when life throws curveballs. Let's get started. Part 1. Understanding the act as if mindset. The core of the act as if mindset is simple. Adopt the thoughts, behaviors, and attitudes of someone who believes success is inevitable. This doesn't mean pretending challenges don't exist. It means facing them with the confidence that they'll eventually work out in your favor. Take, for example, one of the greatest innovators of our time, Thomas Edison. Before he successfully invented the light bulb, Edison failed over 1,000 times. When asked how he felt about those failures, he famously said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison didn't give up because he acted as if success was inevitable. Intelligent optimism vs. blind optimism. There's a fine line between intelligent optimism and blind optimism. Blind optimism is ignoring reality and pretending everything is fine, even when it clearly isn't. Intelligent optimism is about recognizing the challenges and believing there's a way to turn them into opportunities. When you act as if everything works out for you, you're practicing intelligent optimism. You look at every situation, good or bad, and ask, what can I learn from this? How can this serve me? Part 2. Real-life example, transforming a job you hate. Imagine you're stuck in a job you don't enjoy. Most people would complain, disengage, and count the days until they can quit. But what if you approach this situation with the act as if mindset? Someone who believes everything works out would say, "I'm here for a reason. What skills can I develop that will help me in my dream job? How can I make the most of this experience?" Instead of checking out, they give it their all, seek out growth opportunities, and use the experience as a stepping stone. And guess what? Opportunities start presenting themselves. People notice their positive attitude, and doors they didn't even know existed begin to open. Part 3. Building resilience, how to bounce back. No one's life is without setbacks. The real test of this mindset comes when things go wrong, when you lose your job, face rejection, or experience a personal failure. Story: the curveball moment. Take Sarah's story. After working tirelessly to build her dream business, an unexpected economic downturn forced her to shut it down. Devastated, she could have let the failure define her, but instead, she chose to act as if everything always works out. She reflected on what she learned, pivoted her business model, and relaunched successfully within a year. The key is to understand that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Acting as if doesn't mean ignoring pain or disappointment. It means acknowledging it, learning from it, and moving forward. Part 4. Gratitude, the secret to staying positive. Gratitude is the foundation of the act as if mindset. When you appreciate what you have, you create space for more positivity and success. Practical tip: daily gratitude practice. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. It could be something as simple as a good cup of coffee or the support of a friend. This practice rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Why it works: gratitude is like a magnet for good things. The more grateful you are, the more reasons you find to be grateful. Part 5. Reframing failure, turning setbacks into stepping stones. What if failure wasn't something to fear, but something to embrace? When you adopt the act as if mindset, you stop seeing failure as the end. Instead, you view it as feedback, a necessary part of the journey. This shift in perspective transforms failure from a roadblock into a stepping stone for future success. Failure as a teacher. Let's redefine failure. Failure is not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It's a teacher, a guide that helps you discover what works and what doesn't. Every setback carries a lesson, and it's up to you to extract the wisdom it offers. Story: Sarah's startup setback. Sarah had always dreamed of starting her own business. She invested her savings, worked tirelessly, and launched a product she believed in. But within a year, her business struggled, and she was forced to close it down. At first, she felt devastated, like she had failed completely. But after some reflection, Sarah realized she had gained invaluable skills in marketing, product development, and leadership. She took those lessons and applied them to her next venture. This time, she succeeded beyond her wildest dreams. Sarah's failure wasn't the end. It was the foundation for her ultimate success. The baby learning to walk. Think of a baby learning to walk. They fall countless times. But do we call those falls failures? Of course not. Each fall is a step closer to success. Why should it be any different for us as adults? When you adopt the act as if mindset, every misstep becomes a valuable experience. Each setback builds strength, resilience, and clarity for your next move. Why failure feels so personal. Failure often feels painful because we tie our self-worth to our outcomes. But when you separate who you are from what you achieve, you unlock true freedom. Failure no longer defines you. It simply informs you. Reframing exercise. When faced with a setback, ask yourself these questions. What did I learn from this experience? How can I use this knowledge to improve in the future? What new opportunities might this setback reveal? The power of taking risks. When you act as if everything always works out, you naturally become more willing to take risks. Why? Because you trust that even if things don't go as planned, you'll gain something valuable. Example: Thomas Edison's persistence. Let's revisit Edison. Each failed experiment brought him closer to the breakthrough he was searching for. He didn't see those failures as proof he should stop. Instead, he saw them as part of the process. You can apply the same mindset to your life. The job interview that didn't go well, a chance to improve your communication skills. The relationship that ended, an opportunity to grow and understand what you truly need in a partner. Practical tips for embracing failure. Change your language. Replace phrases like, "I failed," with, "I learned." Language shapes perception. Celebrate effort, not just outcomes. Acknowledge your courage to try, even if it didn't go as planned. Surround yourself with resilient people. Being around people who have overcome failure helps you adopt a similar mindset. Keep a failure journal. Write down your setbacks and what you learned from them. Over time, you'll see how much you've grown, turning failure into fuel. Ultimately, failure is fuel for success. The greatest achievements often come on the heels of the biggest setbacks. When you act as if everything always works out, you embrace failure not as something to avoid, but as something to run toward. Part 6. The power of words and visualization. Words are not just tools for communication. They are powerful forces that shape our perception of reality. Every word you choose reinforces a story you tell yourself, and that story becomes your reality. The power of words. Think about the language you use every day. How often do you say things like, "I have to go to work," instead of, "I get to go to work"? "This is a problem," instead of, "This is a challenge"? These small shifts in language might seem trivial, but they have a profound impact on your mindset. When you replace negative or limiting phrases with empowering ones, you retrain your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Example: the reframe effect. Imagine you're faced with a difficult presentation at work. Instead of saying, "I'm so nervous, I hope I don't mess up," say, "I'm excited for this opportunity to share my ideas." This reframe changes your entire perspective from anxiety to enthusiasm. Visualization. Creating your future. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest your goals and dreams. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and successful individuals across all fields use visualization to prepare for success. Why visualization works? Visualization works because your brain can't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize success, your brain creates new neural pathways that help you act in ways that align with that vision. Visualization exercise. Design your ideal day. Spend 5 minutes each day visualizing your ideal life. Here's how. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Picture yourself in a situation where you've achieved your goal. What does it look like? How do you feel? What are you wearing? Who is with you? Engage all your senses. Hear the sounds, feel the textures, and experience the emotions of that moment. Anchor the feeling. Once you feel that joy, confidence, or excitement, hold on to it for a few moments before opening your eyes. Example: visualizing a successful presentation. Imagine standing in front of an audience, confidently delivering your message. See the audience nodding and smiling. Feel the energy of the room and your own sense of accomplishment. When you do this repeatedly, you'll find yourself naturally more confident and prepared. Practical tip: create a vision board. If you're more of a visual learner, consider creating a vision board. Collect images, quotes, and symbols that represent your goals and display them where you'll see them every day. This constant exposure keeps your goals at the forefront of your mind and motivates you to take aligned actions. Part 7. Building personal power. Taking responsibility. When you act as if everything works out, you reclaim your personal power. You stop blaming external circumstances and take responsibility for your life. This isn't about blame, it's about empowerment. You might not control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Taking responsibility is about stepping into the role of the creator of your own experience. It's about recognizing that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape your reality. The power of response. Imagine you're caught in a traffic jam on your way to an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you respond. You can either let it ruin your day, or you can take a deep breath, find a solution like calling ahead to notify your team, and make the best of the situation. When you shift from reacting to responding intentionally, you reclaim your power. You start making conscious choices that align with your long-term goals and values. Personal story: John's turning point. John was once stuck in a cycle of blaming external factors for his lack of progress. His career stalled, and his relationships suffered because he constantly pointed fingers at others. But one day, he decided to take responsibility. He began identifying areas where he could improve communication, time management, and self-discipline. Within a year, his life transformed. His relationships improved, and he was promoted at work because of his proactive attitude. Practical steps to build personal power. Identify areas for growth. Reflect on where you're currently placing blame. Are there situations where you could take more ownership? Reframe challenges. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Take small, consistent actions. Building personal power is a gradual process. Focus on making small improvements daily. Celebrate wins. Recognize and celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. This builds confidence and reinforces the mindset. Part 8. Resilience and energy. The science behind the mindset. Science shows that maintaining a positive outlook improves physical and mental health. When you act as if everything always works out, you're keeping your mind and body in a higher energy state, a state that attracts opportunities, inspires proactive action, and helps you persevere through tough times. The science of positive energy. Research in neuroscience reveals that positive thinking can rewire your brain for resilience. When you maintain an optimistic outlook, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters associated with happiness and motivation. This chemical boost helps you stay energized and better equipped to handle challenges. Building momentum. Momentum is a powerful force in life. The first step is often the hardest, but once you take it, things begin to flow more naturally. When you act as if everything works out, you create small wins that lead to bigger victories. Example: the power of small wins. Imagine you set a goal to start exercising. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a long-term fitness plan, you decide to do just 10 minutes of movement every day. After a week, you feel stronger and more confident. This small win motivates you to increase your workout time, and before you know it, you've built a solid habit. Each small success builds momentum and reinforces the belief that you're capable of achieving more. Energy and action, a feedback loop. Acting as if everything works out creates a feedback loop. Positive energy action. When you feel good, you're more likely to take action. Action results. Action leads to results. Even if they're small, results confidence. Positive results boost your confidence, encouraging you to take more action. Over time, this feedback loop builds unstoppable momentum. Practical tip: create momentum with micro goals. Set tiny goals. Break larger goals into bite-sized actions. For example, if you want to write a book, start by writing for 10 minutes a day. Track your progress. Seeing your progress, even if it's small, helps you stay motivated. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward is worth celebrating. Part 9. Conclusion: embracing the journey. The act as if mindset isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about facing life's ups and downs with unwavering confidence that everything will eventually work out. Trust the process. Life is unpredictable, and no one can avoid challenges entirely. But by adopting this mindset, you learn to trust the process. You understand that even the hardest moments have something valuable to offer. Think of life as a river. Sometimes the current is smooth and easy, while at other times it's turbulent and wild. You can't control the flow, but you can choose how you navigate it. When you act as if everything works out, you become like a skilled navigator, adapting, adjusting, and trusting that the river will carry you where you need to go. Start small. Stay consistent. Change doesn't happen overnight. Start small. Focus on 1 or 2 practices we've discussed, perhaps adopting a gratitude practice or reframing a setback as an opportunity. Consistency is more important than perfection. Over time, these small shifts add up and transform your life. Celebrate the journey. It's easy to get caught up in the destination, but the real magic lies in the journey. Celebrate your growth, your resilience, and every small victory along the way. The act as if mindset isn't about achieving perfection. It's about recognizing your progress and trusting that everything is unfolding in your favor. Final thought: believe in your power. Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about mindset. When you act as if everything always works out, you're not just wishing for success, you're creating it. One step at a time. So take that first step. Believe in yourself, trust the journey, and watch as life unfolds in ways you never imagined. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Stay positive, stay resilient, and remember, everything always works out for you.